You've got a security camera to watch your home, right? But have you ever stopped to think about what it's doing when you're not watching the feed? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on your camera's secret life and show you exactly how to tame that trail of data it leaves behind. So let's just jump right in. I want you to think about this for a second. Is your security camera basically writing a secret diary of your life? Every time you walk past, every car that goes by, your dog running through the living room, it's all getting logged. But where does all that information actually go? Well, that data trail, it has a name: digital exhaust. It's all the private info your devices create just by being turned on. We're talking video clips, activity logs, motion alerts. It's this constant stream of information. And the more of this exhaust you're putting out there, the bigger your digital footprint gets, and you guessed it, the bigger the risk to your privacy. So what do we do about it? How do we manage all this? Well, we're going to build ourselves a digital fortress. And we're going to start with the very first line of defense: locking down the connection itself. Right off the bat, you've got a pretty basic choice to make. Look, a wireless camera is super convenient, I get it, but it's sending your private video footage through the open air. That makes it way more vulnerable to being hacked or just dropping the signal. A wired connection, though? That's like having a sealed private tunnel going straight from your camera to your router. It is just way more secure and reliable. It's the foundation of our fortress. All right, next up, we need a better lock on the door. Think about it. Your password, that's the first key. But what if somebody steals that key? That's where two-factor authentication, you've probably heard it called 2FA, comes in. It's a really simple but super powerful second step. A unique one-time code gets sent to your phone. It's a simple idea with a huge payoff. Even if a hacker has your password, they're stopped dead in their tracks without that second key from your phone. Your fortress stays locked down tight. Okay, so we've secured the perimeter, the walls are strong. Now let's talk about what's happening inside those walls. It's time to take direct control over what your camera is looking at and, maybe more importantly, what it decides to save. So think about this for a second. Where does your video footage actually live? If you're using cloud storage, it's being sent off to some company's remote server. Yeah, it's convenient, but it also opens up new risks. I mean, what happens if they have a data leak? The alternative is local storage, a simple little micro SD card that pops right into the camera. This keeps that data physically in your house, in your hands. You control who sees it, which massively shrinks that digital exhaust and keeps your private moments, well, private. But what if you're home and you just want to be 100% sure that nobody is watching? For that, there is a beautifully simple solution: the privacy shutter. It's the ultimate physical off switch for your camera's lens. And you've got a few options here. It could be a simple little physical cover that you just slide over the lens, or maybe it's a digital shutter you tap in the app. Some cameras even have a switch that physically turns the lens away so it's facing a wall. Whichever way you do it, the goal's the same. When you're home and you don't need to be recording, you have a foolproof way to guarantee your privacy. Now, this might sound kind of strange, but we can actually use all the smart features packed into modern cameras to get less surveillance, not more. The secret is just being really intentional about what we tell the camera to record. I mean, think about it. By default, your camera might just be set to record constantly. It sees leaves blowing on a tree, it records. A car drives down the street, it records. The neighbor's cat takes a stroll across your lawn, you get a notification. All of this just creates a giant mountain of useless data. So, the solution here is for you to become the director. You can actually teach your camera what's important to you. You can tell it to filter out all that noise and only focus on things that are genuine security events. And one of the best tools for this is setting up detection zones. It's such a practical feature. You literally just draw a digital fence on the screen inside your camera's app. You could draw it just around your front door or maybe your driveway. From then on, the camera will totally ignore any motion happening anywhere else. This one change can drastically cut down on all those pointless alerts and recordings. And we can get even smarter than that. In its normal mode, a camera might ping you every single time a person walks by, even if it's you or your family walking past it a dozen times a day. But if you switch it to a smart mode, you can use facial recognition to tell it, hey, these are the good guys. Ignore these familiar faces. Now it will only record and send you an alert when an unknown face shows up. That one setting can wipe out a huge chunk of your digital exhaust. All right, I know we've covered a lot of ground here, so let's bring it all together into a really simple, actionable checklist that you can use to take back control, like today. Let's just put it all together. Here it is, your 6-point privacy plan. First, start with that strong foundation. Go with a wired connection. Second, add a deadbolt with two-factor authentication. Third, control what it sees with a privacy shutter. Fourth, own your footage with local storage. And finally, get smart by using detection zones and facial recognition to record only what actually matters. Each of these is another layer on your digital fortress, giving you a complete blueprint for both security and privacy. So you did it. You built your digital fortress and you've tamed your camera's digital exhaust. That's a really big step. But it does leave us with one last pretty important question to think about. Now that your camera is all locked down and secure, what's the next smart device in your home that needs a privacy checkup? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.